Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the WCA 2014 LAN Finals. It's been a difficult event for the players, for the teams, for the broadcasters, but there have been some great games, and we might see another great one here. Cloud9, they won with the Terrorblade, and they ban it, not even forcing, not even forcing the issue to see if Vici Gaming will go for the first pick on it. And, well, with that said, I'm LD. I'm joined here by Fogged. Yanis, no Terrorblade. No Terrorblade this game. There is still a Wisp. There is still a Tiny, something Vici like to run. The Void's also out there. They went for it last game. What are you thinking?
I love the Respect ban. The Visage ban from Vici.
Okay.
Just constantly banning that out from Cloud9. Just making sure that they don't get that Visage.
Yeah, it's interesting because like they run it reasonably well. I would not say FY's Visage is on the level of AUI's, but it's it's not bad by any means. And they do clearly understand the strategy, build lineups around it well, but it's like, it's not worth it.
At the Centaur ban from C9. I didn't see if they did that last game or if they've been doing that a lot recently, but usually you don't see that hero banned out first two. He is very strong. He does get picked first two, but not really one of those heroes gets banned all the time.
Yeah. I mean, they have Ice, so you can always run a Centaur. Black has played it for them and as more of a more investment in getting the early Blink Dagger, I guess, but I wouldn't say it's a go-to hero by any means. To me, their two core strats have been the Drow Visage and the Tiny Wisp. And outside of that, it's just pretty much the standard stuff everyone's been running. Again, Death Prophet is just ignored by both teams. I feel like if this was almost any other team in the tournament, well, maybe Alliance wouldn't, because they've been played very interestingly. Like a lot of just unique Rat Dota style heroes, a lot of split push, but most other teams, certainly most of the Chinese teams, would have snapped that Death Prophet up by now.
Yeah, C9 seem very happy and comfortable to just go with what they've been playing a lot of, like Batrider, Puck. They might pick maybe a Mirana support of some sort. Like they're just gonna go with everything that they're comfortable with, and I don't think they want to have a repeat of those other games from, I think it was yesterday or the day before, where they went kind of into some, I don't know, a level of some weirder heroes, I guess we could say, and it ended up being some pretty quick losses for them.
So it's looking like this time around it's gonna be probably a Fada Puck, not a Bone 7 one, but yeah, should be a Puck going mid, probably a Bone 7 bat off lane. We're looking at the Void for Vici Gaming, which they have run for Black as a safe lane farmer. Generally, Black will take it when they're running something else for Ice, so either an Invoker or a Tiny. Those have been the two main heroes that he'll play in lieu of the Void. And Lycan will actually get banned out by Vici Gaming in this stage. Largely just been ignored as of late. Not many people too worried about Lycan, I feel, recently.
Yeah, he's still pretty strong. The transformation time is quite a big nerf, and of course the base attack speed and all that, but Howl is still Howl. And those wolves are still pretty damn obnoxious.
That sounds like a Zen statement. Howl is still Howl. It's in the Book of Zen. Well,
Book of Zen.
Ember now banned by Cloud9. And it's interesting because they have decent heroes to deal with him. Puck is not too bad. Batrider's not too bad, but I guess they're a bit fearful of this Chronosphere Sleight of Fist combination. And they'll go Ancient Apparition now, so they get some good pick-off around the map.
Interesting. Buffs the spell damage from everything. Makes your lanes pretty strong. Not really the best like survivability at all. They're going for some more aggression, it looks like, this game then.
Are you happy with the opening so far from Cloud9?
It's interesting. I mean, everybody's been picking this Batrider first two in this in WCA, which I didn't really think was going to happen after the patch, but he's back.
Batrider's like a Honda Civic. He always gets the job done, I feel.
Yeah, he just comes back. I don't know.
Yeah, it's not an exciting pick necessarily, but the hero just has a way of winning big games. I feel more so in the big LANs and maybe less in, random online group stage matches or even playoffs, but it's kind of like Anti-Mage was before he just got nerfed and then just teams stopped picking him, and now he's been buffed a lot recently, but the patches haven't favored him too much. But yeah, it used to be like TI2, even TI3, it's like, we really need a win? Okay, just pick Anti-Mage. Doesn't matter if he fits best in the draft, we trust in the hero late game. And that kind of fills a similar role, I feel.
Yeah, they do, and Vici ends up grabbing a nice Wraith King. Not the best stun for a Puck, really, because obviously the projectile time, but Skywrath with the silence can get the job done to have the follow-up of the stun come in, and it's a good roaming duo combo for the most part. Just the Wraith King stun plus Skywrath just running around can get some pretty easy picks on people.
Vici Gaming, they got that Wraith King Skyrath. There's like so many ways you can run this. You can aggressive with it. You can farm the Wraith King. You can play them as both a support roaming duo. It's kind of an open support combo, which I do like that for them.
And I figured that this Venge was going to come out for Cloud9. So Pi will be playing it, and of course being able to swap out of the Chrono, being able to swap teammates out of the stun into a Skywrath ulti, and you know, it's just really nice. And it stops Vici from being able to pick it, even though I really highly doubt they would have picked it there.
Yeah, they got an answer there, and it also it's a block on the potential swaps to cancel the last.
It's a nice dual roaming combo. And then with the AA versus the Wraith King, the aura is going to be disabled if the Ice Blast goes over, so that'll be pretty nice to counter that a bit.
Who's your trump card right now? Who's that like one hero that neither team has picked, or that one team could pick now that would really blow the draft open for them?
I'm just still amazed that like this DP Razor completely ignored. But I'm not saying that it's really that great for the Lions. DP could be pretty nice for Vici. They have Chrono.
They have Chrono, Skywrath, Mage Ult. Like, I guess the only thing that they don't really benefit from as much as the Wraith King lifesteal, but still good for Roshan. You know?
I mean, they're dire. Not that the Roshan's... It's still a little, I feel like a little bit on for the dire side, but overall it's been a little more balanced, kind of.
I wonder if it is dire sided this game, though, because you've got the Orb to Scout, which is okay. Bat around the pit.
And they do it.
And like, okay. Fourth pick, Death Prophet. It's
a really good pick. Wraith King in the front lines. I don't know. The thing is, the Bat Rider's really good for it, but they'll probably end up trying to pick something to maybe help the DP, maybe some other counter initiator. But the AA is quite good for it. And they have a lot of nuke coming out on the side of Cloud9, but I still like it. That's what the point of the Void is. If you get a good Chrono down with an Exorcism, it's a disaster.
Yeah, they have the initiation. The only concern for Vici that I have right now is they're very ultimate cooldown reliant, and those are long ultimate cooldowns.
Yeah, early on, except for the Skywrath, and yeah, I guess.
Yeah, Chronosphere is not too bad at like once you hit level 2, but your Exorcism's 135 seconds. Wraith King, the 260 second cooldown on the level 1 ult, if it's a support, which it's kind of looking like it will be. I guess they could run Void and Death Prophet as solos, but yeah. I'm not sure what they're going to do here. Timbersaw, banned out by Cloud9. Interesting. Ice could play this Void, but it seems they think it will go to black.
I liked Vici banning out that Naga last, just in case. Because Cloud9 does need quite a hard carry at this point with the heroes that they're set up with. The late game is right now leading Vici pretty substantially, even though Bat Rider with the pickoffs is really damn good. Cloud9 needs some nice beefy hero. Maybe it'll be like a Clinks or something, but that'll be really awkward versus a Void.
I could. Coddle guy's thinking the same thing as you in the chat, man. He wants that Clinks. Yeah. He said Clinks question mark before you even spoke, and I'm like,
oh, nice.
Is he hearing you? Are you on a separate call with him that is lower latency? I'm not sure, but
I don't think it's. I don't know. Maybe it'll be like a morph or a. I don't know. I don't know what else they could really go for.
Morph versus the Skywrath could be a problem, though.
Razor. They go for the Razor themselves.
How do Razor and Death Prophet slip through until the last 2 picks, basically? That is not every day you see that.
Pretty shocking to see that picked up, but Are they gonna? I don't know. Maybe some dual lanes.
Vici Gaming. This is where you got to put your cards on the table. They could run the offlane Void, run the Wraith King farming. They could run the offlane Void, run the Wraith King support. They could go defensive tri-lane with the Void, Wraith King, Skywrath. They can roam with those two and pick something else for the offlane. And like they can do a lot of things, but they have to decide what kind of a draft they want, and they Weaver it. So
elusive carry, hard to get the Bat Rider last ones from time to time. That's pretty damn good. Nice little tri-core lineup. They have a much Vici. If this game goes late, I see this completely going in Vici's hands.
Yeah, it's also a dire side lineup with the Death Prophet. So to boot, they have the Roche advantage on top of probably just the flat-out superior physical and just general DPS on their team.
I guess maybe they were Cloud9 was seeing like the Void's coming out. It's probably gonna be like an offlane Void, so they're gonna leave Envy a lot alone in the bottom lane while they can just roam around with the AA and the Venge and just able to get pickoffs constantly on the DP with the puck.
So how do you feel about Razor in the latest patch? Because I was casting with Fear. He says he doesn't think the nerfs are a big deal. The main one, I guess, is that when you die with an Aegis, you don't come back with Eye of the Storm. Do you think he's pretty much the same hero, or do you think he's significantly weaker in this patch?
I think he's the same hero.
Okay.
He's just such a lane dominant hero.
I guess that's where maybe Vici just try to break up the laning stage. They do have the Wraith King with boots, Fenrir on the Scarth Mage, and a lot of kill potential early
They
on.
might be putting these weird lanes. They might put like the Death Prophet bottom or something. And I don't know. It looks like they're doing something strange right now.
He does have the early no tally and double tangos.
He's probably going mid. Yeah, that's would be really odd. But they do have that dual Roman combo already set up with the boots on the Wraith King, and they have a smoke on the Skywrath, of course. Well, probably Pi and AOI have the same exact thing, and they do.
Oh, here we go.
The
Vici
clash will begin.
Let the battle begin. Fender?
I think the AA Avenge is stronger.
Yeah, I would agree.
As long as
Unless,
they're
yeah, no, they don't have enough burst to kill anyone before like the Chilling Touch auto attacks come out. If they had 3 heroes and another stun and a 3v3, maybe they get the kill, but...
Yeah, because the Wraith King's not even tanky. If he ended up going in, if they end up clashing together, they go on, say, Pi, and Pi just stuns and they turn and probably can kill the Wraith King before they die.
By the way, you brought it up in game 1, and it's true here again. It's the blue and purple boys for Cloud9.
It is, dude. They've been doing it a lot.
They're addicted to these heroes.
They're strong. The Bat Rider ruins it, though.
Alright, let's introduce our players. Ice, going as the Faceless Void. He's going to have some support here. They're about to smoke, it looks like. Fenrir on our Scarth Mage. FY the Wraith King, the boots first. Super, playing the Death Prophet mid. And the safe lane goes black on the Weaver. Something I haven't seen him play too much as of late, but looking forward to that. Bone 7 is the offlane bat. Fantastic blocking early on with those slow creeps. Really keeping the lane back. Fada is the puck mid. You've got AUI 2000 on the H Apparition. Expect to see that early Ags if at all possible. Eternal Envy, your Razor, and that does leave Pilot Eyes the Venge, who's caught Ice trying to be cute, trying to be clever. He does have Time Walk, but he's going to take a lot of damage. If they can keep a Clarity Potion going, maybe. He's going to try for it. Those auto attacks really chunking him down. If he gets off one more Magic Missile, this could be your first blood. Will come through. Needs like, no, okay, out of Chilling Touch. And AUI a bit slow to chase that one down.
Yep. And FY getting the Invis on top, and Fada has to play a little bit defensively, but either way, not too scared.
So, looking at the lanes, Fog, what are your initial thoughts?
It depends on the movements, really. I don't see them maybe being able to really gank this puck mid, so maybe we'll see a rotation coming all the way down toward Ice, but C9's doing a really damn good job of keeping the lane static and forcing him not to get any experience whatsoever while Bone is level 2.
And he's already used his mana, which for an offlane Void is normally your most limited resource. You generally have a lot of regen. He's actually got quite little regen, though. Only the 4 tangos, but he does have 300 gold. He wants those boots, and it means he can't time walk out of these Magic Missile stuns. So he either just has to hug tower, or he has to risk death. And I mean, I don't know what you do. You really don't want to walk back to base at 1 minute with full health, but...
Yeah, that's Bone 7 suiciding to neutrals. He fireflied over, suicide neutrals, gets his clarity, gets tangos, and he's just going to go to the jungle, stack it up, and get it ready. AUI is going to probably stack the big camp for him right over here as well. Oh, I can draw now. Nice.
I just got a fight recap for that.
Did you really?
Yeah. At the top middle. They're not
it.
particularly visible, yeah. Fight recap. Bone 7 died to neutrals. Oh, that's funny.
That's pretty good. What did it even say?
Volvo, please. It said
Minus
like 50
59.
gold loss. Minus 59 gold.
He actually didn't even go to stack. He's just going to keep messing with them top.
Yeah, now he's got Firefly, plenty of mana for Sticky Napalm, and well, can FY get some gold here? Most of it going to Bone 7 so far.
Yeah, as long as they keep right-clicking him, it's going to keep taking aggro away from the Wildkin, so they got to just keep pulling it out of that Firefly.
They're looking for this rotation towards mid, though. Pylai Die smoked up, and well, the Chilling Touch, unfortunately, will wear off. It's taken him too long to find an opening. By the way, Super has yet to use those pull tangos. That's how little pressure he's been under mid. He's just free farming at this point, and even in terms of CS, but Bottle now on the way. Is there any chance this Venge can snipe? It does have the boots out. It's about to hit the 3-minute mark, though, so the opportunity will probably be lost.
Yeah, now AUI is spotted bottom by Ice, and I think Super is going to step up to get some farm. But he's still very scared. He's very aware that Pie's coming down because of that ward that they have there.
Yeah, AUI is going to get a little love tap from Ice here. Yeah, there you
Smack.
go. Just a smack. He's gone for the more defensive build, and it seems he's going to try and pull the next wave, perhaps. No, just kind of scouting around.
He's just trying to force XP to the best possible extent. It's really going to be difficult for him down there. But as long as Venge is moving around, he's going to be able to get at least some.
Yeah, and speaking of that,
he blocked the pull.
Speaking of that Venge, no, you're good. So speaking of that Venge, she is stacking again. So like you mentioned, very important to keep the Batrider's economy going.
Yeah, they're going to stack both those up, but they are aware of this middle stack that's going on because of the ward that's down there.
All right, 4-minute runes about to spawn. Let's see who gets what. Looks like a... Oh, this could be big. What's going to spawn? It's a double damage rune. Do they go to pick it up? That would be spotted by the Radiant, and they're not going to do it. They walk right into AUI 2000. Vici Gaming looking for the real first blood. This was a deny to Ancients, and there you go. Delicious gold for Ice Ice Ice, who was getting wrecked in the offlane. I mean, not really his fault, but not getting anything. Now he's getting quite a bit.
Yeah, that's going to be nice. He's going to be able to finish up PMS if he wants to, or he can just save up and maybe just get a Gloves of Haste and try to get a somehow quick Midas, because that was a nice first blood for him. Really picks him up a lot of CS, basically. It's like, what, 15 something CS more?
Yeah, for a guy who's got 0?
he's got 600 gold now, guys.
It's literally infinity CS more, so that's pretty good. And now they're top. They're actually... I don't think there's... Were they spotted moving in here? I don't think so.
I don't think so. I was focusing on bottom.
Yeah, it's nighttime.
I don't think Fada's one never to get caught by stuff like this.
Silence was... Oh, Super doesn't have it yet. Yeah, okay. That's a difficult kill without it.
Yeah, Fada, it's nighttime. He's not going to use Orb to farm. It's very standard Fada puck play.
Yeah, like you saw the last game, the one time he used Orb to farm, like they're like, okay, die Fada right now, because it's a very rare occurrence for him to be even a potential kill. Yep. Granted, that was a tiny wisp, but...
Yeah, of course. And Ice is just still pulling the bottom creeps, and
Coil mid lane. On to Super. They're gonna go. And Coil will break, and that'll be a kill for Fada. Courier? No, that can't die. Oh, that does die.
Both the wards are on that. That's actually huge.
It's funny how it says that it's zero cargo worth, but it's actually a big worth. That 0 is very deceiving. That's wards, and then more importantly, the tango and clarity. No, yeah, just the wards is the main thing. Do they have any? They do have the one up top. That's going to expire soon. This one's about to expire.
It's going to go dark for 3 minutes pretty soon.
That really sucks. They're just roaming all the way across the map, just parading up the middle lane, and scouted out by Wave of Terror will be forced back.
How are both offlaners doing? They're both finding pretty decent experience. Bone, level 3. Ice, level 4, though, just for that kill. And now... Looks like EE's going for it. He's got the haste rune.
Oh, but he might have overextended here. Thanks a stun. Nah, he'll be okay. Orb coming through. Still trying to find Super. One auto attack. Not sufficient. Chasing haste rune. Is it enough? Needs one more. One more from Eternal Envy. Big dives. Big plays. He gets a double kill. And makes his way out. And Fada cleans up the rear. Finding the Scarlet Maid. So it's 3 heroes down in the end.
Hasted Razor at this point of the game is just... It's actually just... You can't do anything. He just runs at you and you're like, oh god. He's got Shreds ready. He's got 1,000 HP.
The only way that could have changed is if Ice 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 somehow it had level 6. We had a better time bottom lane, but barring that, there's just no way to stop that dive. And, well, speaking of aggressive plays and dives, Bone 7 is basically diving the enemy jungle, and he's going to pay for this. Fenrir, a wild Batrider appears, and he'll happily collect that kill gold, and that'll help him catch up in experience.
That was a double stack, or was it triple?
I only saw it being a double, but I moved to it fairly late.
I think it was double. His CS is only 17, and I think he took quite a good amount of top. But he does have triple stacks in his jungle all over the place and stuff. Triple stack, double stack, and he'll be good to get some farm, and he'll get his blink pretty fast.
Yeah, his wood's looking good. Triple stacking his own woods now, and just the single stack to work with outside of that. But there's no golems, which is the main thing here. So Bone 7
he's really farmed.
He is, but at least it's not a Terrorblade, I guess. Like, you're gonna give farm away to someone, you'd rather it be the Razor than the Terrorblade.
Is Black doing what I think he's doing?
Midas? No, what Radiance Rush?
Yeah, I think it might be a Radiance
Relic? Naked Relic? Is Radiance good this game?
I don't see it being very good. I mean, Batrider is usually sitting all the way in the back. It's good to stop blinks and stuff. Maybe they don't really have that much lockdown though for him, so he's able to just run around in the Sakuchi. I don't know.
It's just been so long since I've seen a Weaver Radiance Rush that I have no idea.
He's only missed like, what is it? He's only missed like 7 or 8 CS in this top lane so far.
It's like 64 plus a little bit.
But I think he's gotten a couple of the neutrals on the side too, so he's only missed a few anyway though. So he's gonna have a really early Radiance if he wants to, I guess.
It's always disappointing when you see someone save this much gold and then they go to the side shop and just buy like treads and, you know, send drums out or, you know, something. Vitality booster.
I like this that what C9 is doing right now. They actually gave all the experience to AUI, so he's gonna have level 6 right now from the stacks.
I'm just waiting for the Ags. Like, AUI was, if not the pioneer, then definitely one of the first few to just constantly be playing as greedy as possible in support.
Just brown boots Ags
Yeah.
on AA is the best build always. But he was using the ice vortex to make the stacks get cleared faster from Firefly, which was really interesting. I haven't seen anybody do that.
I guess it kind of makes up for the, what was it, the Napalm nerf? Or was it the Firefly? I forget which spell got nerfed, but his jungle got slowed down. Mid lane, jumping in, ice. Chrono manages to catch 2 on the periphery. Fada one side on the other AUI, but Eternal Envy's here, and he's angry. He wants to beat down Super. He will settle for Ice's damage. There's no time walkout. He may end up getting a little bit more than he bargained for. No, he'll get that kill and just get out safely.
Full drum picked up. Envy's actually insanely farmed, and the mobility of it is just pretty damn nice at this point. He ended up using the drum charge nice and early as soon as he got it. So really good efficiency of that.
Okay, so he's still saving 3,000 gold. He did deliver a wand and an Aquila. So he's still leaving his options open. But it's such a trade-off, right? Like, sure, you get the Radiance, you farm fast, but you're also not fighting at all. And you're not fighting at all against the line.
Okay, so rush Lincolns.
Okay. I wonder why he waits. I guess he's just debating what he should pick up, but...
I think that's really damn smart. He's getting no pressure on him. He's like, their Batrider doesn't have Blink, they can't kill me. If Puck leaves mid, I'll know. And Wraith King is dodging this AA blast in base, and yep, it's off the mark. Both of them. Actually, that could have been pretty unfortunate if they didn't realize he was 6 already.
That would be like the point booster mostly completed for AUI at that point.
Yeah, it definitely would. It would be actually the entire point booster. Oh no, he ended up opting for the Tranquil Boots nice and early on.
Yeah, but definitely the vast majority of it. And so Super still waits to get his Exorcism online in 11 minutes. We haven't really seen any tower pressure from either team, just focused on farming. In fact, I think every outer tower is at 3/4 or more. That's kind of crazy. Bottom tower's at half.
Ult mid, and it looks like it's spotted by the sentry, maybe? I don't know.
It's going top for black. They would love to kill him off, but with going for more stats, even if this hits, he's probably not dying. And
on my screen it hit because of the lag. He was standing in the area of it like 4 seconds after.
Okay. let me tell you, on my screen, which for once is not lagging, it did hit, but FY now finds Spylight die. The nukes are going to come through here, and he's silenced as well. Not much he can do. Fada trying to turn this one. They've already lost the Venge, though. And now Super caught out. That was a great coil. The silence as well. They're all going to snap the coil and end up going down. Fada secures 3 kills for his team. And Ice, although he has a Chrono, has nobody to kill with it. And then he gets lassoed. He gets pulled back in. Ancient Burst Ultimate will connect. He tries to time walk out. That last auto attack. Oh, it's going to be close. I think he barely lives. Yeah, he'll live. Top lane, though. Black trying to prevent Eternal Envy's TP out, but FY just seconds late on the TP in.
That was beautiful by Fada there. Getting his Blink Dagger right before that engagement. Perfect coil, perfect silence, perfect orb. He almost saved Pilot Eye there.
Fada Puck.
Yeah,
say no more.
He's pretty damn good at it. Good spellcaster. He's just a very good player.
Good spellcaster.
He is a good spellcaster.
I feel like that demeans his efforts, but yeah, he is a fantastic Puck for sure. Why are you flaming, dude?
I wasn't. How was that flame at all?
Because you're being sarcastic.
I really wasn't.
Smoke bottom lane.
It's your problem. They're making me look bad.
I'm trying to get even for last game. Fenrir and Ice smoked up, and yeah, the Chrono is ready to rock and roll. AUI 2000 trying to farm up that point booster, but it's not going to happen with this. Chrono will come through. The Ice Blast just continues harmlessly onto the tree line and doesn't really connect on anything. And they get a kill with the Chrono, but they still don't have Exorcism, so it's not an easy push. And there will be a TP rotation.
He lost 230 gold. Poor Aoi.
And you know he's counting every single every single piece of it.
Definitely, dude. He bought TP and he's like, oh, I really don't want to buy another one.
Gotta save that. Gotta save that unreliable gold as much as possible. But meanwhile, FY is looking at a medallion. Just a straight medallion with the chainmail, and this could allow them to sneak the Roche. Could be a big item for him.
Yeah, and Black actually also opts to just buys treads as well. Just no fear, and Bone might actually be able to get him here, but I don't think they have the burst. They need this AA blast to come through at the same time. But they see him.
Well, they're gonna kind of zone him out with the nuke, and yeah, in the end it won't end up happening.
I think Envy...
Seeing the Ice Blast down, they might make a move elsewhere. They're kind of rotating
went a little early, and Fada might get gone on bottom lane, but there's no chrono.
But other heroes are inbound. Super's on the way. He's got Exorcism finally. If they've managed to find a kill, Vici Gaming could be looking at a potential tower. Chrono cooling down at 45, so a long way off, and Fada begins the slow and steady retreat. He abandons that bottom lane. TP's in towards mid, and they may just head straight top. No, it looks like he wants a rune. He's going to get that bounty rune and refill his bottle a bit, so it's kind of like a Fountain TP, except he stays a little bit more engaged on the map, and maybe they go on Black instead. Hisakuchi's in onto AUI 2000, trying to create space for his team who's pushing, but he gets lassoed for his trouble, blown up. I think he just wanted to make it seem like there wasn't more heroes bottom, but, well, he gets
There's a nice smoke, I think. Or was it even a smoke? No, he just came in on it. He was playing way too aggressive, but at the same time, they were pushing a tower bottoms, and now they're going to go in on mid, and...
It should... Do they get anyone for this? They have Exorcism. They're trying to wait for a better chrono. Coil found 4, but no follow-up, really. Now the Mystic Flare connecting on the puck, and Fada drop low. No bash. They needed that first hit bash. Fada orbing to the south. He's going to end up surviving. How does it keep on happening? The Urn, maybe enough to finish him off. He'll use an early phase shift to try and retreat, while Bone Seven's in pursuit. Brought down the Skywrath Mage, and he will again phase shift. Survives through it all. They end up losing 3. Ice Slice just... didn't want to blow a chrono just to kill a solo Venge after all that, and Fada again delivers.
Yeah, really, really well played by them. They just baited out Black so hard. I guess he just didn't expect them to be there because he thought they would be defending the bottom tower, maybe. But wow,
Fada's puck has been on point. 4, 2, and 6, but it feels like more. Just like every coil has been 3, 4 heroes when it mattered, and the silences have been on point. Not to mention, even when he's not getting kills, they're wasting a lot of resources trying to kill him off.
Yeah, it's really hard for Vici to fight now at this point without, like, honestly, without BKBs. Versus the lineup of C9. If they just run in, they're gonna get destroyed. They need to just farm up a little bit more. Once they get the Yules, maybe it'll help a bit on the Death Prophet for some survivability, but Envy's gonna have an Axe or a BKB anytime soon, and they're gonna start forcing more.
Yeah, and what's the answer for that? Death Prophet, in theory, can do okay, but is not particularly farmed. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, no, Black's fine. He's out of range of that. But it's a squishy Death Prophet. Still not Yule Scepter. It's 16.5 minutes. So she's fairly susceptible to just getting burst down.
Yeah, Ice is getting pretty decent farm, though. He's got his Mask of Madness coming out quite soon. But yeah, I mean, this Razor's just... I don't see how they're going to kill this guy. They got to get a really good chrono with a nice Skywrath ulti on him, as well as Exorcism focusing him. But on top of all that, Pi is getting close to a mech pretty soon, I think. What's he have? He just has the buckler, but he's building toward that mech, and yeah, he's got Swap as well on top, of course.
Cloud9 moving through the northern river, but it's Vici Gaming on the smoke now, and they might find Fada. This would be a nice kill for them. Time walking it immediately with the chrono, no hesitation, and well, Fada, you're not eluding this one. We'll end up dropping. They know chrono's down now, though, and the question is if Cloud9 just try to force it somewhere else. Looks like they want to mid. Perhaps searching for a lasso initiation, but we'll just try and siege the tower out. There is a glyph available. There is still an exorcism. There's no Wraith King on. FY holding that skill point until he feels it's a worthwhile use of it. But it's ready to go if they really need it.
Yeah, that was a really nice smoke gank there by Vici, and very needed as well. It didn't really get them too much because they don't get any objective out of it, but kill's a kill at this point. They really need to start getting at least some kills, I guess.
It's
on
really,
top of just letting DP get farmed with Black.
It's really a concern how farmed Eternal Envy is, though. He's got 9,000 net worth. I mean, you remember this game earlier where we were talking about what's Black going to go for? Like, he could have had a Radiance for sure by now, and then some, if he wasn't ganked. So he went for the safe build, which is fine. But then the rest of the game just has been difficult for them elsewhere, and they'll now give up a tower mid, down by 5,000 gold, 4,000 experience. It's a nice kill on the puck, but Puck's already kind of got his basic items. The Blink's online, the level 2 coil's out. He can build his Dagon now, which will be appearing this game. Maybe a Yules for the Skywrath Mage Silence. Yeah, I'm a little worried about Envy's farm as well. BKB's already complete.
And they scouted out the Roche instantly. I just got a DD, so he was going to try to do it, but...
Well, they scouted it, but are they prepared for this? Pilot die. That's nothing he could do there, but go back to the well. It was an exorcism forced out, though.
Chrono's not up for another 30 seconds, so they aren't going to try to go in, but Ice might just jump right back in the Roche pit. Now he's just going to clear Ancients, and he's going to be okay with that. Some nice farm for him. And I'm going to reconnect the game, because mine is lagging like crazy.
Yeah, you're certainly not the only one today. Well, the slideshow continues. We've been pretty lucky so far, though, here.
I saw like Puck spells appear on top of the Ice Blast. I was like, whoa, what's going on?
The best is when, like, you just see heroes standing there for a while. Like, the Chronosphere lasts for, like, 30 seconds and then ends. And then the Void's, like, back at his fountain. Man, that's the best Chronosphere ever. It's the double axe upgrade.
BKB again. He's been doing this lately. He's just getting BKB first item. I don't...
You're so laggy, you just saw it. He's had it for, like, 3 minutes, but, yeah.
Oh.
Chronosphere. Oh, waiting for Fada. They got off the Skywrath Mage ultimate, but swapped out. Great defensive play by Pylai Dai. Yeah, I guess with the swap, that wouldn't have been a kill anyway. FY's gonna have to skill his ult now, or he's just gonna have to go to... No, he just goes down. Even if he wants to, not much time. Now the coil catch out Fenrir, and he'll pop as well. Try and split push top. But Envy even ready for this. He's already TP'd in to defend it, and Lincoln's Fear will come soon for Black, but he needs a lot more to really dish out the kind of damage this Razor offers in the upcoming fights. How you doing, Giannis?
Loading.
welcome to my life.
Oh no, unable to establish connection. I'm sure it'll be okay.
I mean,
I'm watching the stream. Don't worry.
For Kato guy, this is like just having that first sip of coffee. You know, this is nothing.
Looking good for C9 though. Honestly, they're just, I don't know, just putting a lot of pressure all over the place.
Yeah, and these Chronospheres for Ice 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 are... They're just tough openings. Like, he's got to jump Fada, who managed to get off a phase shift initially, and even if you get a kill, it's just one puck at best, and you have to worry about the defensive swap, the flame break while you're trying to hit someone in Chrono, and considering his start, he's had a fine time of it since then, but this is a lineup that really wanted to take a Roche, and they've had no openings for it at all.
Yeah, and I mean, Bone is just getting so much farm at this point. It looks like he's starting to build into what appears to be maybe a Yules, which is could be really nice because this Void doesn't really have many items. So at that point, he's also just basically another force where he can just, you know, just Yules the guy in his Chrono and he's useless. Or in the middle, if he's grabbing someone, he just jumps in, grabs one person, Yules the other, and they can't really help him out.
Yeah, also nice if you jump in and you just get silenced by Skywrath, but I guess for that you can go BKB anyway.
Yeah, it's nice to... But the Yules is just really nice overall, the movement speed and everything. I'm pretty sure that's what it's going to be. I'm not sure what else it would be.
Well, Bone 7 loves his Orchid, but I don't think he loves it this much. And it'll be double Yule Scepter, actually. Fada not going for the Dagon in the end. So, versus double Silence. I mentioned Skywrath, which is the main one, I think, but there's also the Death Prophet Silence.
Yeah, definitely needed.
Alright.
It doesn't really delay you too much either, to be honest. Like, okay, you get it. Yule's out at like 20 minutes, but then it's probably going to end up saving you those few times where you would have lost a ton of gold, and yeah, it's a really good pickup anyway for catching people, and if your coil's not up, you can end up catching people if they're TPing out.
Bone 7 on the hunt, and he does have Firefly at the ready. Ice, Ice, Ice. Just a bit to the north. I'm not sure if he saw him, but he definitely didn't want to go in there, if he did. And FY is a level 8 Wraith King who has still not used his ult this game. We're 22 minutes in. He just has never seen an opportunity where he's felt it's worth skilling it. That's really sad when you pick Wraith King. Like, you'd love to just use that ult early, win a team fight, have it cool down, and then get to use it again, but...
Yeah. He did get a nice he got a relatively early blade mail for the poor start that he had.
I thought he was going to go Medallion just for the Roche, but yeah, certainly blade mail is a nice choice against pretty squishy... Well, I say squishy, they're not that squishy anymore. Pylai Dai's got a mech on the way.
Black. Don't do it, Black.
No, he wants to. This will Lincoln Sphere, but that's not going to save you when they break it first with... That's the other thing. The Yules can also break your Lincoln, so...
Yeah, the Yules and the Force Staff, it's really damn good.
It's actually a pretty big deal for Puck, who has no way to break Lincolns normally. I guess you could take on the Lincolns, but this has other utility.
Yep. And it looks like Super is going to be building toward that BKB on the Death Prophet, which is also very needed, of course. Like I was saying, they need their BKBs before they can really do too much except for just get some slight pickoffs. And Faceless Void as well. He's picked up a Mithril Hammer at base, and that'll more than likely be a BKB.
Vici Gaming just not... They just feel uncomfortable, honestly. Like this game, last game, Cloud9 have just not allowed them to play their style of Dota, which is not... It's not just, you know, picking late game and choosing your fights wisely. They snowball, man. They reminded me a lot of the original DK, not just because they had some non-Chinese players and Ice and Mushi from other countries, but more just because they were very aggressive and constantly forcing fights, picking their spots. Or, well, not happening here. They'll get hit by an Ice Blast. 4 heroes caught out. Black
already committed,
charging in. They got to go for this one, and they will. But Eternal Envy comes in. The Plasma Field doing massive damage. FY will fall. He skilled the ultimate. The Chronosphere. No! You can't whiff it like that, but I guess it's a zoning one at least. Eternal Envy waltzes into the pit. He doesn't manage to grab the Aegis. That will go the way of the Weaver, but they've already lost 2. The Ghost returning at a decent time. Still the Puck jumping forward. FY, life number 2, not so favorable. Black and Super pushed out of the coil. That'll break and it'll cost Super his life. 5 heroes dead. They'll have a second life on Black, and there's really no way to lock him down. Boat 7 didn't get to use Lasso, but now out of mana. Well, they'll use him, but that's going to be it. Plink, plink. He'll retreat. Oh my goodness.
I'm surprised they even got Envy. I think he could have just turned and booked it earlier and probably lived, and the result would have been much better.
That was like the worst position for a Roche fight to conclude as the Aegis drops. Like, they already lost half their health. H-Hyper, Ice Blast. That's before the Ags, and AUI is getting close to it. 25 minutes in.
Level 11 as well.
1,200 gold short. Yeah, you throw that with a Plasma Field at max range on at least 2 or 3 heroes. Oh my, that hurt.
If you're getting hit by a 5-man AA Blast into like a 4-man Dream Coil, the fight's not gonna go well for you, even with an Aegis.
They were so ready for Ice to jump out in Chrono too. There was just no opening for him. He could have held it, but then he risked just getting nuked once more and then shattering without even chronoing at all.
Yeah, and Ice actually opts to go for a Maelstrom instead of the BKB. He doesn't have it quite yet.
He's gonna need a BKB next. I mean, that's kind of a given at this point.
Another smoke coming out from C9. Using their smokes very wisely this game.
Well, Fog, Cloud9 looking good. Net worth actually going against them solely because the Roche kill, I guess, went to Vici Gaming. So it's tipping the other direction, but
slowly, very little.
Yeah, but more importantly, actually experience going against them. Did I miss something in that fight? Am I crazy? Did Cloud9 not win that fight or something?
Well, Envy's very over-leveled, so...
Oh, that's true, Envy died.
He got a ton just from killing him. And he just...
what is...
This has been happening so much.
These computers, I'm blaming the computers at WCA.
I think people are just moving their items around too much, and Envy's tread swapping, I think, 1,000 times that I've noticed this game. In one of the team fights, he tread swapped 30 times. It shows in the fight recap.
And now he's Eye of the Storming Creeps while he TP's out. He's gonna go top lane and look to jump. And this will allow him to join the fight quickly. Fada now using, and then there's the last one to Ice, preventing the Chronosphere. Oh, that's not gonna be a good fight. Already 2 down. Everybody run the hell away. Super. Try to retreat. Flame Break, not available. Oh, Coil second late. Just a second. Oh, man.
The DP used him trying to like be ambitious, and then it just ended up buying him time to use his heals himself. And then everyone was able to port up there because the tier 1 is there. That was a really sloppy play, in my opinion, from Vici. They even blew the Exorcism as well. It's
like, against some Blink carriers, you want to Yules them so they can't Blink, but it's a Puck. He'll just phase shift afterwards, or Yules if he needs to.
Yeah, that was really... That didn't even look like something that Vici would do most of the time. Just seemed like such a risk for no real reward.
They just seem so uncomfortable. Like, even when Vici has lost games, and, you know, they had a 20-game win streak, then they lost a few, but... It was never like they played poorly. It was more like their opponents played extremely well and just outplayed them.
Well, C9 they are playing pretty damn well, but at the same time, some of these little moves they're doing just seem very odd. Like when Black just ran up that hill onto AUI.
Right. I mean, I just bet it was more of a pure outplay and less of a like, you played well and we also just played below our normal level.
Yeah.
But well, who knows? They're just not firing on all cylinders, and they need to be soon. Fog, so when we started the draft and got through the picks, you said you felt Vici Gaming would have this late for sure with their picks. Do you still feel that way? And also, If you do, how long is it going to take, and what do they need to do to get there? And if not, what's changed?
I think it's gonna be hard though, just because of the start out. I mean, this Razor's just way too farmed. He's got a full Shivas now. He's going in on super. He's not gonna be able to get him, but he doesn't really feel any pressure from any of the heroes on Vici. Even if he gets chronoed and Exorcism focuses him down, he's so damn tanky. This Venge is hopefully hitting level 11 soon, and he's gonna be able to have the swap from further range. I think honestly, it's gonna take probably another like 15-20 minutes of just like Vici playing very safe and finding small pickoffs and avoiding this Bat Rider as best as possible. They need to just not get picked off by the Bat and the puck.
Swarm will come out. That will prevent any aggressive initiation from Cloud9 here, but they're bringing in other reinforcements. Pylai dies in position, and they just don't want to jump this. They've got the Maelstrom ready to go, more or less on Ice Ice Ice. Just needs the Gloves of Haste. And meanwhile, Bones... Oh, they're going in. Bone 7's trying to make a move top lane, but there's no one there to go on. Eternal Envy swapped out, and then turns with the Shivas, goes back onto Ice Ice Ice. Oh, man, he's not even taking damage with the mech. The reinforcements from Pylai. Oh, maybe now he is. Wraithcade slow. This could force him off the fight. Man, that slow is strong. Still chasing. Looking for more of the puck. Meanwhile, solo kill from Fada, killing off the Scarth Mage, while Bone 7 looks for his opening with this lasso. Liquid Sphere still in line on black, and they'll end up losing the H Apparition to FY. The burn damage took him down, and now they'll look for a bit more. Black caught up in the lasso. It's like a vacuum, and it just sucks him into the tower, finishing him off. While FY is losing all his damage. The Blade Mail not being too effective when they're not actually damaging him, just kiting and controlling him. And in the end, they end up losing 4. They get 2. It was close, though. They almost got 4 of their own, but just couldn't quite complete those last 2 kills.
Yeah, it was pretty well done team fight, but... Like I said, they just don't have enough items. This guy has no fear. It's a 28 armor Razor with a Venge sitting behind him, and then on top of that, that AA blast just it looked like it one-shotted the Void almost because he had Mask of Madness on and hit right on top of him.
Well, he has to go for a BKB next. He's got the Maelstrom now. He definitely has the solo kill potential for. Actually, does he? Venge has a mech, so she's got 17 armor. Who can he solo kill? I almost feel Bat Rider's like the easiest solo kill. Yeah, maybe Puck if you can catch Fod out.
AA, you could probably kill the AA still, but now he's picking up. He's got his Ags.
Still, you go this build with the Mask of Madness Maelstrom. Like you look to just at the very least get a solo kill every time Chrono's off cooldown, and it's a Void who's 3, 5, and 4, and most importantly to me, like has barely used Chronosphere this game.
Yeah. The biggest concern I see for C9, I guess I would say, just to give a positive note to Vici, is they're going to have some trouble breaking this high ground anyway. Sure, they're going to have maybe an Ags on Razor coming out eventually, but they have no real tower damage until that Ags comes out. He went for the BKB and the Shivas instead. So I feel like, I mean, there still is a potential for Vici to come back in this game just because of that factor.
Yeah, they do have the BKB and Super. Plate Mail picked up on him as well. They're building what's probably a 4-staff on Fenrir, and Black has completed Desolator, which is a pretty damn big item for him, honestly. It means the next Roshan, if they go for that, it will drop much, much quicker. And Cloud9 won't be able to walk in, like, 20 seconds into it and manage to get there in time. So
I don't know where FY is actually finding all this farm right now, because he's 2 and 6. He's not really having a good game at all for himself, and he's got Treads Blade Mail Blink at 32 minutes. Not too bad.
He has 64 CS, which is pretty damn good for a Wraith King, to be honest. Like, considering that he's been running around trying to help his team, and 2 CS submitted. Even the H Apparition of AUI 2000 hasn't been able to keep up with that.
Yeah, that's like...
It's definitely not the kill score, though. That's not doing it for him.
Yeah, it's quite an accomplishment, though. Never ceases to amaze me.
Are you an FY fan?
Just maybe. Maybe a little bit. No, he's a good player. I respect when people play like really well. He consistently plays really well. Does a lot of really good decisions.
Yeah, Eternal Envy's gonna pop his ultimate at the enemy ancients. So just using it to farm. It's not the longest cooldown. Oh, sorry, I missed that. Ice 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 ends up going down bottom.
He was waiting there for a while too, just trying to wait for a pickoff, and it's like they just knew he was there.
He used the lasso, used the Ice Blast. They do take a tower while this is happening, so not a terrible trade as long as Cloud9 don't take an objective while the Void's dead. And there's not really an objective to take. They're kind of hoping for a Roshan, but It's still got a minute to go on the cooldown, so it's not too bad in the end for Vici Gaming, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, they don't get any objective out of it. But yeah, like I said, that's where the issue is going to be for C9. They really need to get that Ags up on that Razor, an Ags like refresher. And he does have an Ags, actually. Wow, out of nowhere. And Pada picks up a full Hex as well on the puck. And he's got another 1400, so he's going to be very farmed. And that's their shining star. If they are able to get the refreshers pretty soon and just try to get a nice pick off with the Bat Rider and force a high ground push, or break at least these tier 2s and then get a Roshan out of it.
Yeah, and Eternal Envy has picked up the Ags, and I guess Refresher will be the next choice. At which point, he's still got a... Well, actually, no, it's down to a 7-second BKB, so it's a fairly low one, but he'll have 13 seconds of Magic Immunity.
That's the beauty of the Refresher, though, because you get the 10-second BKB basically anyway.
That's true. Like, no matter what, it is at minimum a 10-second BKB. It's, you know, it could be a lot more if you've managed to save it for the late game, but he does need it against the magic damage of Scarth Mage. And honestly, Vici dodged a bullet. If that Roche happened to respawn sooner, they pretty much just lose that. F1 pulled in by a lasso. He has his ultimate, though, and this is going to slow everybody down. Popping the Blade Mail early, and well, he'll end up falling. Eternal Envy and Fada slow down. They're just sacking him. This is all part of the plan for Vici Gaming. They'll lose FY, but they'll take a Roche.
Yeah, no way that they can contest this. I think AY even knows there's no way they can contest, and they just he ults bottom lane to farm and push it out.
That was that's more the snappy decision making that like Cloud9 exhibited in game 1, and kind of what you expect from Vici is, okay, we know this hero's dead, or even if we could save him, it's just not worth it. We could just take a bigger objective now. And Wraith King, the ult will be down for 2 minutes. That's kind of the main downside to this.
Yeah, very good decision making there. Oh look, a Ring of Kill. It got picked up by the courier.
They actually salvaged it. Ice with the Chronosphere. He finds Bone 7. Doesn't have his lasso ready. That's a gem, but he gets swapped out. He's going to survive through this. Ice ends up going down. What a great swap by Pylade again. Fada chased out by Black. They got to finish off this friggin' puck. Will fall. Meanwhile, on the other side of the fight, Eternal Envy standing strong, slashing down the bugs, and now looking for Black, but will retreat out, and now they've got the Wraith King back. No ultimate for 100 seconds.
Worth it? Puck for Void?
Yeah, and they saved the gem. If they lose the gem there, that's not worth it. But
that could have gone pretty bad for C9 there. That was a really nice swap there by the Venge, by Pylade, and I think he was level 11 there right before that swap, so I think that the range might have actually saved Bone 7 there.
So in the end, it's pretty much an even trade in terms of gold. Experienced a slight win the way of Vici, but I'm a little worried now about how farm Black is.
What the hell? I didn't get a fight recap. This thing's bugged. I get it half the time.
Maybe it's because you reconnected. Well, it's funny how you don't get a fight recap now, and then I got one when they suicided to Ancients at 1 minute.
I'll probably get one randomly in a couple seconds. I know it.
Fight recap. Tower went down.
Like, bam. Weaver.
1,000 gold swing for Vici Gaming. What a great fight for them.
Yeah. Black's getting pretty farmed, though. He's got Lincoln's Deso. He's got 4,500 in the bank. See if he wants to go for any survivability or just go for some straight DMGs. Looks like the Void is going for that BKB, as we were stating before. And Super finishes up his Shivas on top of his very own BKB.
Who's your money on now? Do you believe?
It can honestly go both ways still.
But do you believe?
I was believing. I'm starting to lose a little bit of my faith.
Oh, just when you have doubt, Eternal Envy has the answers. Coil's gonna snap. Ice caught out. There's your Aghanim Scepter ultimate. Killing off one, looking for Super as well. Oh, he's in trouble. Envy maybe getting a little overzealous. He dives into the tower, and he ends up getting a triple kill anyway. He's running around in circles, surviving the mech. How is he still living through this? There's no friggin' way he's gonna live through this fight. They pop the Aegis of the Weaver. He's killed off 4. He's looking for more. FY gets the 1 stone on Bun 7, but they silence Black. It's gonna be a 6-hero wipe, potentially, counting the Aegis. Black, try to run. No escape. No mercy. Cloud9 with all the answers.
That was huge. Razor, Dota.
Dude, you see him running in with like
what other hero can do that?
A
Please.
third of his health, 4 heroes waiting for him, 1 dies, and then he lives, he gets mech'd, and they end up wiping, breaking the Aegis.
If you were more awake, you would have given a really good "he's still alive" right there. I was expecting it too.
No recycling.
No recycling? Alright. You said it. You just didn't. You just didn't feel it.
Oh, I'm feeling it, baby. Just quietly.
Believing, feeling.
Hey, you're the one who's not believing. I had full faith. The coil, the Chrono's there, not the coil. Catches Alfada just on the periphery. They'll get the kill with the Mystic Flare, and still they've lost the first lane of X. They lost 6 heroes counting the Aegis, and a massive, not just a massive swing in gold and experience, but map control goes their way. Eternal Envy now has pretty much a completed refresher if he wants it. So the next time they push, it's double Razor Ultimate to deal with.
Yeah, that was a big turn. Sure, they got a kill on Puck, but melee Rax was taken out, the most important Rax, and yeah. Is he going for the refresher? He is, right? Yeah. So, I don't know. Super made a weird decision. He saw the Razor low, and he was like, I'm gonna run into him and man fight him, but he got right into the range of the Eye of the Storm, and he already had a lot of minus armor on him, and it just literally killed him almost instantly. I think if he backed up and just let himself use another Crypt Swarm and not get killed by that damn Eye of the Storm, he would have probably killed the Razor. Because the only reason he lived is because he survived for like half a second longer and he was able to get mech'd up by Pi.
Man, they're dead set on getting these pickoffs around the map, but Bone 7 is one step ahead of them. Fireflies the creep wave, cuts through it, and then blinks out, expecting the gank rotation, and they won't even get that opening. It's finally a BKB for Ice Ice Ice. We're 40 minutes in. Sure, he had a bad start in the offlane, but to see it this late on a Void, who's your primary initiator, you've got, well, maybe you've got FY, but he hasn't often had the openings. Highlight, I just get TP out. That's such a late BKB. And at this point, what does it really matter? This Razor has a refresher orb and 1,000 gold to boot. That's gigantic.
That team fight might have put the nail in the coffin, honestly. I don't know. I don't really know what they're going to be able to do.
You sound a little sad.
Yeah, I wanted to see it progress a little bit longer. And I mean, I called 20 minutes before they could start turning around, but that team fight was such a disaster. And even though it's coming around that 20-minute mark that I said extra, they weren't able to do enough. They got no real pickoffs at all. And just, yeah, they got no objectives, so they've only gotten these 3 tier 1 towers.
And we're just seeing the Weaver, even with all these items, like, the net worth wasn't that bad for Black before that fight, but the Razor just offers you so much more in the team fights, and they haven't been able to take advantage of the hero, which is those chaotic team fights, just picking off backliners. Like, the fight just converges around Eternal Envy. He kills everyone, he gets mech'd when he's low, he gets swapped out if he's about to die. Batrider manages to track
He's
down
got a refresher on Bone now, too. Oh, Lord.
Double refresher.
Double Yules, double refreshers, everywhere all over the place.
Yep. That's trouble.
Game was close for like a little bit, and then, yeah, that fight took a turn for the worst.
Have you watched much of Alliance out of curiosity this tournament?
I saw when they picked the Naga and stuff. I didn't see what happened today. I think they lost, right?
Yes, they lost to Newbie.
I think they got 2-0'd. I think they were supposed. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, I remember what happened. They had the anti-mage on Loda, and I think they were gonna win that game, but some weird things happened.
In the game or like in the event? Like was it?
Just in the game.
Okay.
I think they had a Fury on AM and it was going into the late game. I don't know. So I think they made some mistakes.
Yeah, when I tuned in, they were pretty far behind, but they had the Fury on AM and they were like kind of getting control of the game with the split push. And then I started casting the other series. So.
And you said Alliance C9s after this?
Yeah. Oh, Alliance is awaiting the winner, and the winner of that plays Newbie in the grand finals. So.
Like right away, right? All tonight? Please no, right?
No.
Alright, good. I gotta sleep, man.
Well, Cloud9 has to sleep. They've played 2 best-of-3s. That will be their 3rd. Like, Alliance has to be just sitting there like.
How am I supposed to sleep? I'm about to stay up all night. I got stuff to do. LD, what are you doing to me? What is the schedule? Tournament.
What do you have to do tomorrow?
I got practice and play Pain Gaming because we lost to Revenge today or not today, whatever. And practice.
When you said not today, I thought you meant like the other day, not the actual team, not today. But they're going in on Eternal Envy now. BKB was popped. He got it off in time. That saves him from the Mystic Flare. Then the swap once he needs it. He refreshes. He goes again with the BKB, but he is dropping. No, not fast enough. Not fast enough at all. They do lose the Venge for this. The Wraith King coming back to life. It's like the perfect start to a fight for Vici Gaming if you could ever have one. The Ghost coming out. They're trying to focus down the Razor, but too much damage? Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe they can kill him. He's low. They get the kill. Vici Gaming hanging on by a hope and a prayer and looking for more. 4 dead. Can they get that 5th? Oh, they're searching for it. They want it badly. It's a... Is it a wipe? Is it a wipe? It's a wipe. It's a wipe!
What just happened? That was like the most perfect team fight that could ever possibly...
How does...
What the hell happened? Where was the Batrider lassos? Where was the refresher? He used everything. I don't know what happened in the team fight.
We don't have instant replay either because we're not on Dota TV.
I didn't even get a fight recap. Did you click it?
No, I didn't get one. Oh, well, if I got one, I'm completely blind. But
You did get one. I'm looking at it on the stream. You didn't click it.
Okay.
Tension.
Why are you watching my stream? Shouldn't you be watching your screen?
I have 3 monitors.
My stream is where the chat is. You're reading the chat, is what you're really saying.
I actually wasn't reading the chat.
Uh-huh. You're just looking at the stream that's right next to the chat.
I want to see if you got a fight recap. Alright, whatever, dude. I don't know why you're so salty with me today. I don't know what I did to you, man.
I love you.
Yeah, man, I know. But yeah, alright, I said 20 minutes from about, like, what, it was 25, so now it's gonna be 45 minutes, so maybe there is a comeback coming in.
That is the comeback trajectory right there. Like, straight down on the graphs. Experience back to even and then some. It's actually a lead, well, no, still a lead for Cloud9, but a slight one at that, and, well, gold will even out a bit. Still a ways to go. But that was a perfect fight. If they don't get that, then things could well go south.
Oh, and a DD rune on black. And he just picks up a crit now, too. And Roche is up with the cheese. Third Roshan.
Does he have buyback time-lapse? Yeah, he does. Ice also has the BKB chrono.
Is he on a... He might lose too much gold. I think he's on a streak as well. I think he needs to farm up another 200 or 300 gold, just in case.
Well, 1600 is reliable. And the buyback's
1600 is reliable, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
I'm pretty sure the buyback status tracker takes into account, like, reliable gold and how much you'll lose when you die. As well.
Yeah, I didn't even see that it was all reliable. I didn't even mouse over. I just was expecting it not to be.
Okay. Cloud9 now at the bottom lane. They have the refresher cooling down, and you know they're not going to give this up for free. Vici Gaming lost the last game on the back of a forced Roshan attempt. Do they go for it again? It seems they will.
Firefly's down for 5 seconds, but they need to kill us in 5 seconds.
It's not going to happen in 5. It might happen in 10 to 15. But
they're blowing the exorcism. He's going in. They know. They're
committed. They're committed, baby. Chrono's there. It catches out almost the entirety of Vici, but it also catches Fada, who was already orbing in for the attempted Aegis steal. Ice anticipated it. He knew either the bat or the puck was coming in, and he was not going to let them get a freebie. Oh no, Bone has no buyback. He'll fall as well. Ice. That was not just like a, oh, I want a chrono to, like, you know, catch a few heroes. That was a, I want a chrono to catch where heroes are going to be in a few seconds.
Naga sleep chrono.
Yeah, it was a Naga sleep chrono.
Carry this Roche, it's ours, boys.
The comeback is real.
Oh my god.
Is Cloud9 self-destructing now?
I think they might have now. Now they are able actually to maybe focus down this Razor.
They'll try and hold the line. HF Rishadult coming in. Vici Gaming don't have much push right now, aside from Black. Death Prophet ult still cooling down. Well, I say aside from Black, he's now got a Daedalus, so he does chunk pretty hard on these towers. Even in a wild FY appears. Charges in, and last hit will go his way. A little bit of server lag.
He's got an AC on that support Wraith King now.
Is it complete?
Yep. Look, the courier just needs the Hyperstone.
Okay. Yeah,
he's got
200 gold short. Oh my, he's close to his own void and not far off of the Batrider even.
Yeah, that changed really quickly. DP is gonna be finishing up her heart really soon. We have Skywrath. Skywrath's rich as well. Look at this. Got 4 staff and 3,000 gold. They just got the influx of money is incredible. Everybody finished up another item.
I'm pretty sure Cloud9 thought it was one more push just to GG Vici out too. Like the way they were pushing at top lane, they were very confident about this. And
I'm confused at where Pi was standing because the Envy got chronoed and he seemed to sit in that chrono for almost full duration before the swap came out. It seemed like a very long time.
Oh, in the fight up top?
Yeah, all the way up top before. That huge turnaround right there.
Well, Envy BKB'd, and he was getting Mystic Flare, but he wasn't really taking much damage. Then Pylite Eye swapped him, and it was towards the end of the Mystic Flare, and He still was left near the enemy team for a while, and then when the chrono ended, they just kind of ran him down.
I'm just still trying to like wrap my head around how they ended up winning that team fight. Because even if they chrono like that, I feel like they shouldn't really win that fight. I guess they just played it really well, kiting around the Razor. All right, whatever.
It's also just the way this Razor works. If he just wants to be chasing you down with the stolen damage, the double ult, and he was spending most of his time running while Weaver's just plinking away at him. And all right. Soon, FY. Now's the level 3 ultimate, so it's a 1-minute cooldown for the Wraith King to work with, and Vici Gaming potentially even getting aggressive here, pushing towards the middle lane.
I think this is the right move.
They do need that Oblivion staff, but he's pretty much got the gold. But they still have to wait for the delivery.
Did we get how long on that Aegis now? We have another 1, 2, about 3.5 minutes or so, right? Can I read the clock?
No, that's when Roshan could respawn, so they've got like a minute left on the Aegis.
Oh, they've like a minute and a half. Okay.
Minute and a half, yeah.
No, it just went away.
Wait, what?
The Aegis just disappeared off of Ice.
Wait, what? Because it said respawns. Oh, because it's already decided when it respawns.
5 minutes, yeah. The stupid 5-minute Aegis.
Okay, so it's like telling us when it respawns, but okay. Anyway, more importantly, Refresher's coming now.
Yep.
BKB still healthy, and Cloud9 are going to go for a smoke.
Ags finished up on Fada too. I didn't see that. I think he might have had it for a while. I'm blind.
There is the swap to make sure that this procs. There's also
Flame Break as well.
The Flame Break and the Lasso Drag, potentially. So we've got a lot of lockdown here on Cloud9. But no targets.
They're Weaver right now. They got to get the hell out of there. They know something's up.
Yeah, and that Weaver just teleports scrolls. He's waiting for a little more gold to pick up a big item and saving for the buyback. Did they find that opening?
It's really nice that Black has this 8-second BKB still.
He bought it after the Lincolns, and he hasn't been in too many situations where he's needed to use it.
Yeah. And now they've got this double chrono on. There's going to be whoever gets a really good... If Bone can get a really nice engagement, if he gets this Void right now, they could lose the game. Vici could just lose right off of that.
There's no buyback. Ice really has to play it safe, but Cloud9 also feeling like this was a won game and definitely not wanting to flush it away with an overly aggressive diver. Just gonna back off.
Oh my god, Envy's gonna get caught out here. If he farms this big camp, this could be really awful.
Will greed be Envy's undoing? It has been in the past. It might be again, and it probably will be again. Caught out in the Chronosphere. He doesn't even get off of BKB. Yeah. Done for. At least Exorcism was used, and Roche is not up, so...
I don't know why the hell he used Exorcism, actually. They could have sieged buildings. They could have even threatened high ground with that.
Oh, kill secured, I guess.
Yeah, he was super dead.
Envy was so not ready for that. He's just like, I'm fine, man. I'll get this camp, then I'll back off. And yeah, BKB TP would not save you either this game. Just getting chronoed is pretty much your downfall against the Weaver.
Crazy how that one kill on him swings the chart 1400 gold.
Yeah, and that's at this point when they're even winning. When Vici Gaming are even winning, and Cloud9 are no longer even with that lead that can be swung upon.
Yeah.
But they are kind of setting up shop in the top lane. Is there anyone good to go on here? Not really.
Yeah, they're all sticking together. Vici's being smart. The Wraith King's the only one just like, yo, I'm doing what I want. I'm farming enemy jungle. And now he's pinging out Fada. He wants to try to go on him. Does anyone have bots? No, they don't. But he might just try jumping on him and bluffing.
He does have his level 3 ult, so yeah. He's just gonna start going to work on Fada, who hexes him and then sees that no one's reacting to this, and
he just farms the catapult. He's like, yeah, I know you're doing.
Yeah, nice try, buddy. Their vision is okay with this ward.
Yeah.
Well, next Roshan about to respawn. This is once again an interesting predicament for both teams. You've got double chrono, but also the double lasso, the double ultimate from the Razor. Fada, who's also picked up the Aghanim Scepter, so you have the BKB piercing stun if you break that coil. There's a lot of heroes that excel around the Roshan pit, and it's really not clear who's going to have the upper hand there.
Yeah, the next big things that need to happen is, at least for C9, is they need to get these 16s up on their last 2 supports, and at least they need to try to get a pick off somehow. They have this Bat Rider who's just, I don't think he's gotten a pick off in
a long time.
Very, very long time.
Normally when Bone 7 gets 6 slotted, like, he's finding pickoffs constantly, but Vici Gaming just haven't presented too many openings, and to be fair, Bone 7 doesn't really have a good partner in crime. He can run around with an H apparitional, but that's pretty much where it ends. Perhaps Fada joins him, but their actual damage against like a BKB just is rather limited, and you also have Wraith King with his multiple lives to worry about, and Cloud9 just, I think more than anything, just losing confidence after that one fight top and everything that's transpired since then.
Yeah, and Envy's completely maxed now at this point. The only thing he can do is get bots. Or sell the Shivas and go for something else, maybe.
Yeah, maybe the Courier Dota.
Maybe AC. I don't think they have one on their side yet, and yeah, they don't. You ended up. I think the
Puck Refresher. Okay, double Hex, double BKB Piercing Dream Coil.
It's really good pickup.
That's so much better on Puck now with the new Ags, and they're gonna go for the Roshan. BKB from Ice Ice Ice. Illusions were maybe trying to snipe the Aegis, but the Cheese is still in, and they'll pick it up with the Courier. So they get Aegis, they get Cheese. Nothing really claimed here by Cloud9. Just a clear win for Vici so far. The only thing that they're lacking is the BKB on
C9
Ice
just
Ice.
lift. If they lose this team fight, they're gonna lose the game.
Yep.
Even with buybacks, I feel like they'll be able to pressure it extremely hard with this Aegis and Cheese. That was really... Why the hell did they glyph?
Well, I guess it's just a day of misclicks.
Yeah, I mean, the BKBs all over. And blame the computers, you were saying. That's right.
Yeah, blame the computers, blame the keyboards. Maybe there's...
Ice BKB'd at the Roche pit, but I think that was intentional.
Yeah. There was, it's just BKB in particular has been a tricky item for the teams today. Oh, Black's gonna get aggressive now. He's got 4,500 gold up. He does have a buyback if need be, and they're gonna Hex. They will catch on Ice 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 with the first coil. He doesn't have the BKB for 5 seconds. Refresher from Fada, but he gets silenced after using this, and now comes back to life the Void for round number 2. Time walking towards Fada. Chronosphere just to kill off the Puck. Exorcism was used. They'll get 2. It does cost them their Refresher usage and the Chrono, but still a bit of a win. Did they get a gem off of that as well? I believe they did.
Yeah, they did. Did they actually pick it
no,
up?
There's an extra gem on the ground, yeah.
But now, yeah, the glyph's down as well. And I don't know if they noticed this, but this could be a Rex.
Super has blown the Exorcism, though. He's not going to have it for the buildings. Doesn't have his own Refresher yet. But they may try for this regardless.
He just bought that Refresher. Are they going to threaten it? They're going to just take the top tower. But I don't think they know that this glyph's down.
Yeah. I mean, I guess if you see a Refresher on Puck, you might assume it is, but they're just going to slow roll it anyway. I think mainly because their Void is nothing right now. Just the single Chronosphere. FY coming off the tower. Now Eternal Envy comes in. He's pop BKBs, pop Refresher, the ultimate as well, and he tries to chase Vici Gaming now, but all he succeeds in doing is scaring them off.
Envy committed a Refresher there too. That's 3 minutes. They have no double ulti for Razor. They might try to engage here now too. Yeah, they're pinging it out. They want to go in. They know that Dire Storm's down. He even used the Flutter and everything too. But that's a low cooldown.
I haven't actually seen that used where like I noticed the effect of it. Have you seen it like ever make a difference?
Not really, not so far. But I think it can be pretty interesting if you're trying to do some builds where you like swap your bots in and you don't have bots. Like you don't. Oh no.
Is dead.
At least it had nothing.
Yeah. Well, they're not getting anything. What were they trying to buy?
I'm not sure. And it looks like Skywrath Mage is going for a Lincoln's maybe. And Super picks up his own Refresher. Game of Refreshers. I hope someone else does. We need a Refresher on some Wraith King, Refresher on Skywrath.
The Fear Dota 6.82 breaker.
Yep.
The solution to the Gold Swage, just never die. And then when you do die, have a second life, and then a third life to work with as well.
Might as well, right?
They'll try to go in now. Fada with the initial Hex to start. That's forced out of BKB, but Chrono finds Eternal Envy. Do they manage to do much with this? The secondary Chrono. They found him after the swap. Ice 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 was ready, but is it enough? Actually, the Chrono appearing to end after he started moving, but I think that's just a visual glitch. Now getting pulled back towards the tier 4 towers, holding the line for the time being. Ice 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 4-step back out the other direction, goes down to Fada. 90 seconds on the sidelines, but they do get that late of Rax. Super, with the refresher still ready to go. Maybe they don't even need their Void anymore. It doesn't seem like it. The ultimate's ready to go again. The BKB's ready to go again. FY still has the cheese. Black still has his buyback time lapse into the fight. They're going to refresh. They're going to do this one more time.
Puck has no buyback either for 70 more gold. This is so bad.
And they're going to have to fight it without much. They have no Razor ultimates. Eternal Envy trying to do what he can, but it's just not sufficient. Force-stepped off the tower.
Still down. There's still no glyph from that mistake glyph.
Vici Gaming taking 2 lanes of Rax. Do they even take a third, potentially? Let's see. They're scattering. No, they want to back off, and they'll play it safe from here. Oh my. How the tides have turned. Just, it's a one-way trip straight down. And they're going to try and fight once more. Eternal Envy, caught up by a concussive shot. Just a few auto attacks from the Weaver. Now begins to just shatter his HP pool.
Vici knows they've got this now at this point. They just need to back up, don't get picked off, and just get this, secure this next Roche, and then go win the game. They might take this bottom tower, maybe, without it, but I don't see them really going high ground without another next Roche on.
Yeah, wait for the next Roche. Get your double exorcism. And that's where Cloud9 have to make a gambit. I don't know what it is, but they just haven't found the openings with the bat. Bone 7 bat has come through in the clutch so many times for Cloud9 in the past, historically, but they just haven't been able to find those pickoffs.
Yep. I don't know. 3-2-2. I don't know. This that glyph was really 3-2-2. Like that's such a big throw.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I would say the fight top was, but that glyph just completely cost them.
But that's another thing you can blame the computers for. Maybe one of the computers accidentally somehow has the glyph hockey still on it.
I'm just mad that I'm losing my rares now, potentially. Well, in black we trust for... Well, FY really, but... in Vici Gaming as a whole, we trust, say, the fans out there. They'll push in the bottom lane. Do they not even wait for the Roche? Nah, they're gonna play it safe.
Yeah, I mean, I think the standout star for this game, probably, for Vici was... I kind of want to say Ice. Those Chronos were... There was a one whiffed one, but him and Black just did a great job overall, I feel like.
The last fight was so nice, because he chronoed one, then he knew the Venge swap would come, and the second she swapped out the Razor, he was already ready with the second chrono. So that was a pretty next level play. Not that he did it, but just how quickly he reacted.
Yeah, he's been pretty much on the ball. He had this offlane, he got good levels and everything. He's done much. I think he's had much more impact than Bone.
FY just jumps in bottom. Bone out of control. This is supposed to be a 4-position Wraith King, but at this point...
They don't even care about the next Roche, actually. They still have the cheese on this Wraith King and... Fada.
That's your first ultimate from Eternal Envy, and Super retorts with an Exorcism. Then the Chrono can come. Ice didn't BKB! Oh no! Ice didn't get off his BKB! He'll end up going down here dead for 110 seconds. No buyback either! Maybe this goes the other way now without the Void. What has happened? What has happened? Vici Gaming, 3 heroes dead. All it has to take is a BKB. Oh no. That quick reaction on the Hex as well to turn things.
Yeah, but he popped his Mask of Madness too, so he's just taking bonus damage.
But there are creeps pushing in.
FY, no. You too. Oh, and Black's like, screw you guys, I'm going in.
Is this even worth killing the Wraith King? Like, you'll get him, then you gotta get him again. And all the while...
so much time.
And Black is just pushing through the middle lane. Tier 4 taking a ton of damage. They'll kill off the Wraith. No. Do they even? No, they decide they can't. They've got to back off. Black is really forcing the issue in the mid lane. Glyph's still available. He will get thrown up in the air right as the coil is dropped. Just every ability thrown at him.
Oh, the double crit! He just got 2 crits!
And he ends up killing up the Batrider. FY popped the cheese at the final hour, but he's losing too much damage to Eternal Envy. Won't be able to turn this one. The creeps are swarming into the Cloud9 base. They threw away 5 lives. A Void who had no buyback with double chrono at the ready. And it doesn't necessarily seem like it will matter. Cloud9 are still up against it. That is a 8,000 gold swing, an 11,000 experience swing. But in Dota, it's not just about that.
Rapier time. And now, wow, with the new Geminate attack, you can double crit on the attacks. I didn't even think about it. I'm stupid. I knew it got a lot big buff, but I didn't even think about the double crits.
Well, it's certainly not something you count on, just from overall percentage perspective. Eternal Envy marching in from the bottom lane. What's the buyback situation here on the Dire? Wraith King has it. Void's about to respawn. They're preparing to jump heroes in the fountain. They're gonna pull super out, but the backup's here. Ice is, and they may have just gone too far. Double chrono, Pylite die. A desperation maneuver from Cloud9. They throw away the rapier. They throw away their lives, and then they GG out. And
yeah, there's no way. Their throne's just completely exposed. It's game once the Roche is coming back up. Everything like there's no way they can come back. It was a really nice try though.
I guess you have to kill heroes in the fountain there though. If you don't do that, you're probably not winning anyway.
Yeah, for sure.
That was a game of Dota.
That was quite a swing. That gold graph, like I haven't seen something like that in a while.
Well, there's not much more to say. There's no words for this game, but there are words for the next one. It'll be the deciding game 3. Guys, you're watching WCA 2014 Cloud9 versus Vici. Winner to play Alliance shortly after this one. You're watching Beyond the Summit.
Scores really quick. Look how odd it seems. Look at C9 scores and look at Vici's. Vici lost this game.
All right, sorry. I had to.
Are you okay?
He's 16 and 4. I'd be like so sad if I was Envy right now.
It's just when those kills came though. Like I feel like 12 of those came before they lost that fight top.
Yeah,
At least like.
Sorry, I ruined your closing. I just was like.
All right, goodbye, everyone, forever.